Here's the Guardian. What's left of it, at least.
Let's look around. They did this for a reason. They must have wanted to learn something from this beast. We have to find out what.
I don't see how we could use this. This document doesn't say anything useful. I can't do anything with this. I don't see how we could use this. There. You're free.
Thank you. I thought we were going to die trapped in that cave.
Wait a minute. I know who you are. You turned up at the camp the day before the Alliance attacked.
We did. And we were there when Ladan bound herself to the land and turned herself into a guardian.
I remember that. You even tried to fight her to hold her back. You were very brave. But the soldiers captured us while you were leading her away. Since then, they've done nothing but mistreat us and interrogate us to try to understand what happened.
They even tortured Adenegad. She eventually broke and told them about the bonding ritual. After more experiments, they took her away with them. We don't know what happened to her after that.
That's awful. Thank you for telling us. Now, you should get to safety. Don't stay here.
I know a place we can hide. Before we joined Laden and the others, I had found a cave further north. You have our heartfelt gratitude for freeing us. May the earth carry you always.
I don't believe it. Rather than being terrified or frightened by the transformation they experienced, they just saw it as a weapon of war. And now they want to force our people to perform the ritual again, so they can use it against their enemies. And of course, my people will be blamed for this.
We have to stop them from putting their insane plan into action. My country and my people are in danger. I don't have any political influence. But if we take this evidence to the Imperial Embassy in Peren, they might be able to do something. know I had nothing to do with it, but I'm sorry for what's happening to your people. What we discovered in this lab, what these so-called scientists are preparing, it's horrible.
Forgive my curiosity, but why did you stay with us? You had the chance to return to your friends, your country, and yet you're here.
As you know, the giant monster matter was worrying me, and rightly so. I had a feeling it wouldn't end there. But after what we discovered, it seemed logical to see it through with you. I must still be an altruist at heart. My disgust with the world has not yet changed that. Unless it's just that I enjoy your company.
I find it admirable that you care so much about the fate of others. You who seem to see everything in black.
I swear I have good reasons to see everything in black. But that doesn't mean that people's fates don't affect me. I know how difficult the lives of ordinary people are. I know how much the powerful don't care what happens to them. So I care for them. And I'm glad to have found companions who are willing to take action too. You've been through utter horror, yet you're willing to help me prevent this world from descending into chaos. It is you who are admirable.
Goodbye, Ludwig.
Bye. Take care. This general has a few screws loose. How could he believe that he'd be able to capture that monster and try to make others? I can only imagine what a creature like that could do if it landed in one of our villages.
Goodbye, Ludwig.
Bye. Take care.
I wanted to tell you that what we discovered in that laboratory disgusts me. Just as much as it does you. Using a disease to decimate an entire people is despicable. It is unworthy of a general. And even more so of a nation.
What do you know about Seren?
I don't know her. She didn't mix with the soldiers. The opposite of her husband. I would bump into her at the general's house. Good morning, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. She behaved like so many other nobles. Just maybe a tad more clever. She and her husband have a strange relationship. I wouldn't call it love. But I'm no expert on the subject.
What can you tell me about the Coin Guard?
It's a guild of mercenaries. It was created after the War of Independence of the Free Cities. Many people had fought and didn't know how to do much else. So they went and joined this guild, and they started to sell their services to other nations. And from generation to generation, men and women kept on joining up. Our reputation is our pride. We are employed by both sides of conflicts between warring countries. It's common to confront other members of the guild on the battlefield. Brother killing sister, vice versa in the name of foreign nations. We are pawns on the chessboard, but without us, battles and victories wouldn't be possible.
I must be off.
I understand. See you later.
These Renoixe who think they are wise are but murderers, monsters with no conscience. How can they imagine that eradicating an entire people by making them sick is normal?
I sometimes wonder if our role as Donegada still makes sense here. You who are always so committed to our duties. What do you think?
How can we not doubt? We have been thrown so far from the earth to which we are bound. But I believe that our duty to our people is still important. Look at what we discovered in this lab. Thanks to this discovery, we can intervene before our people suffer. It's a continuation of what we've learned, don't you think?
I know that what we are doing for our people is important. But I miss the connection to our island. Not hearing her singing anymore, not smelling her perfume. It has left a void in me.
How I understand you. Sometimes I awake, and her absence paralyzes me with fear. I didn't think you felt this kind of thing too. But I should have known better. We are so different, and so similar at the same time, you and I.
Good boy, Nilan.
Good boy, Korans.
Do you have a minute? There's something I would like to talk to you about.
I'm listening.
Do you remember the missionary we saw in town?
The one who called you a traitor? I was wondering when you'd explain why he shouted at you like that.
He's my brother. And he's very angry with me for things I did in the past. Things that got me banished from Teleme. My family also paid for my actions. My brother more than the rest. When we saw him, I wanted to run away, but I'd like to go back and speak with him. And I'd like you to come with me, if you don't mind. I feel like I'd be brave enough to face him with you by my side. What do you say?
I'm sorry, but now isn't a good time. Maybe later.
I understand. But come back and see me when you're ready. I worry he won't stay in the city for too long. What is it?
I must leave you.
See you later.
I'm glad to take a break. Would you like to talk about something?
I won't bother you any longer.
The next time we talk, it'll have to be over.
So, what do you need today? I can also rid you of what you no longer want.
Here we are, off the coast of the proud cities of the Congregation.
Do you have a minute? There's something I would like to talk to you about.
I'm listening.
Do you remember the missionary we saw in town?
The one who...
And that... What do you...
I'd be happy to come.
Thank you. You don't know how much that means to me. He's probably staying in the missionary's guest house in the city. That's where we will have the best chance of finding him. Let's go, before my courage runs out.
I must leave you.
See you later.
what we're made of!
Watch out! You're wounded!
I feel so sick. Help me. Let's show them what we're made of.
Stand aside. I'm gonna wipe them from the face of the earth. Nice day, isn't it?
Oh, it's you. Thanks for helping me out. But I see Fausta is still with you.
Gregorius, please. I know you're angry with me, but it's been ages. I'm not the same person I was when I was forced to leave Thélème.
You might have changed, but we're still paying for what you did. Sowing chaos and causing a woman's death wasn't enough for you, no! On top of that, you had to go and take refuge in Olima. Olima! The city of our enemies, the people who have sworn to destroy us! Did you think we wouldn't find out about your betrayal? That we wouldn't be the ones to pay for it?
I didn't betray you. I just wanted to find a place that would take me.
You could have come here, or gone to any other city in the congregation. Everyone in Thélème thinks you're a traitor. And I'll always be the brother of the girl who sided with the enemy. I could have done great things. The Enlightened gave me so many gifts that could have given me an important place in Thélème. But look at me now. I'm no more than a lowly missionary at the bottom rung of the ladder. All I'm good for is raising money for charitable works.
I'm sorry, Gregorius. Truly I am. Please, let me do something to try to make up for it.
I don't see what you could possibly do. Unless your betrayal gave you the means to finance a refugee aid mission.
I'm not rich, if that's what you're asking, but that doesn't mean I can't help. I know people. People in high places.
Right. Go on. Make more promises you'll just end up breaking. I don't have time for that, Fausta. I've got to go. If I don't raise enough money, our mission will fail. And I'll be the one who's held responsible, yet again. Goodbye. Thanks for helping me, but I'd just as soon not see you again, as long as you're hanging around with this woman.
Well, I had expected it to go poorly, but not that poorly. Thank you for coming with me. But now I have another favor to ask of you. I need to help my brother finance his mission. I doubt he'll ever really forgive me, but maybe he'll hate me a little less. Only a very wealthy patron could give him the money he needs. And I can't think of anyone.
There must be a noble somewhere in this city who's rich enough to finance this sort of thing.
The Father Cardinal might have some advice or a name.
Let's show them what we're made of!
I hope you are.
Halt! This is the Thélème Embassy. You need a pass in order to enter the premises.
I have all the necessary authorizations. We need to speak to the Father Cardinal immediately.
As your authorization's a little old, I cannot let all of you enter the confines. Go ahead alone. Your friends can join you, only if the ambassador agrees to it.
I'm not going to let my friends wait here in the street.
They can wait inside, but they cannot go up into the offices until the Father Cardinal gives his authorization.
Very well. Thank you. I apologize, but you'll have to wait for me here in the entryway. It'll only take a moment. I am certain that you'll be able to join me very quickly.
Walk in the light.
May the Enlightened bless you and guide you. Forgive me, I have to pray.
I pray that one day everyone will join in the faith of the Enlightened, even the people of your island.
Forgive me, I have to pray.
Cardinal Father, allow me to introduce to you the friends to whom I owe my freedom and life today.
My children, it is a pleasure and an honor to meet you. I could never repay you for helping Fausta escape from the Alliance's jails and bringing her back to me.
Cardinal, we are also honored to meet you.
Fausta told me about the sufferings of your people at the hands of our enemies, and what they have already done to you. Under the guise of civilization, these people behave like monsters, and you have all my compassion. As you know, our two nations have been at war for centuries. We should join forces against this common enemy.
Indeed, I have heard of it. There has even been fighting between your troops and those of the Alliance on our island.
Exactly. From Tyr Pradee to the plains of Duton, a trail of blood and anger has been wreaked by our two nations. Know that in any case, I will do everything in my power to aid you in your trials. But you must have questions or requests. Fausta told me that you had a run-in with the people from the Alliance in front of one of the guards' pleasure houses.
That's correct. She likely told you that the men were looking for a spy from Teleme. They were about to kidnap a young woman in the hopes she would reveal secrets she might be privy to. The spy was a close acquaintance, or a regular customer in any case.
Thank you. It is quite a troubling matter. Could you tell me more? What has become of the woman?
The poor thing seemed completely confused about what the men were asking her. She was shocked by the whole matter, and I believe she had no idea as to whom the men were referring. She simply returned to her usual occupations after the incident.
I see. All the same, it would be good to learn which client these men were truly after. Because I fear that the man the Alliance was after may well be a priest working here in Peren.
The only priest that I know susceptible to have a liaison with a prostitute would be Jacquemus. Has he brought trouble on himself again?
It would appear so. I know that you do not care much for him, Fausta, but he is one of us. And I'm worried for him. It has been a long while since I've heard from him, even though we were supposed to see each other. I was beginning to think that he finally got his throat slit in some dark alley by some procurer of ladies of the night. But since you told me that the Alliance is looking for a spy from Thélème in a brothel, I would like for you to find him, if you would be so kind. He's a priest with an overly developed penchant for the flesh, but he most certainly does not deserve to be killed because he's been mistaken for a spy. Oh, now let's talk more about this young woman. I promise to see to her safety. I believe I have the solution the situation requires. There is an escort who is waiting for a delegation of diplomats who must return to Thélème, past the eastern gate out of the city. If you manage to bring the girl to them, the guards will protect her. And as soon as the diplomats join them, she can travel with them away from here. She will be safe in Thélème. The Alliance would never set foot there. Of course, I trust you will question her during your journey. She might know where Jacquemus can be found.
Could you remind me where you would like us to take her?
The escort can be found outside the eastern gate, near the city. If you're not familiar with the place, one of your companions could surely lead you there.
Can you reassure us that this young woman will be in safe hands with your men?
I see what is bothering you. Soldiers can be rather uncouth, especially if they were to learn the trade of this young woman. But I assure you that they will do her no harm. They all fear the Enlightened, and also my wrath. One thing is certain, she'll be safer under my protection than under the threat of the Alliance.
Should we be prepared to meet armed foes?
If the men of the Alliance are as violent and determined as you said, it's probable that they'll seize any opportunity to stop you. I advise you to prepare yourselves for the worst. If you seek peace, prepare for war.
We have no more questions. Do you have any idea who might be willing to finance the missionaries?
We're trying to help my brother, Gregorius.
I was just about to send you a message telling you he's in Peren. And from your request, I deduce you've already seen him. How is he?
He hates me as much as ever, but other than that, he's well. However, he's been asked to find a way to finance a mission to help the refugees in Dutton, and he seems to be having a hard time of it.
And you hope to win back his affection by helping him find the money he needs. I hope it works. There is no greater tragedy than families torn apart.
Do you know who might be able to finance a mission like this? Yourself, perhaps?
Unfortunately, the means at my disposal are not intended to be used to finance missionary work. And most of the rich nobles in this city are not much interested in charitable works. But if you can't count on charity, you can probably use greed to your advantage, as surprising as that may sound.
You seem to be thinking of someone in particular.
Indeed. I know of a collector named Mr. Larocque. He is very wealthy and would certainly agree to finance a mission if he stands to gain something from it. Unfortunately, he is extremely arrogant and has a butler who guards the entrance to his home like that of a prince. He will only allow you to enter if you have a recommendation letter. And before you ask, a recommendation letter from me would be of no use. I had the unpleasant experience of remarking to Larocque how misplaced his pride was, and he has never wanted to have anything to do with me since. You should go and see your friend's uncle, or a representative of the Dorsays, if you want him to see you. Although there must be some way to get round the hound he's got guarding his door, by some means or another.
I doubt the princes trust us enough to recommend us to anyone.
We need to find a way to either get around or win over the butler. Thank you for your help, Father Cardinal.
You're welcome, but be careful. I worry the sly old fox may ask too high a price in return.
I feel I need to inform you that we found ourselves involved in an altercation between men from the Alliance and the guards.
Nothing serious, I hope. But what makes you think that this altercation might concern me?
The men were looking for a spy from Thélème, a regular at the guard's brothel, and the Alliance men wanted to take a girl away to question her knowledge about the man. We imagine, of course, that it's simply paranoia motivating their zeal, but I'd rather you were informed.
Thank you. It is quite a troubling matter. Could you tell me more? What has become of the woman?
The young woman is safe, though she had quite the fright. We were able to convince the men of the Alliance that their information was false. I do not think that they will return.
I hope what you say is true, but I do not trust these people. All it takes is a simple rumor, and there's a great chance they'll come looking for the poor thing. It would certainly be better to place her somewhere safe, and to learn what we can about our spy. Because I fear that the man the Alliance was after may well be a priest working here in Peren.
The only priest that I know susceptible to have a liaison with a prostitute would be Jacquemus. Has he brought trouble on himself again?
It would appear so. It has been, but since you told me that the Alliance is looking for a spy from Thélème in a brothel, I would like for you to find him, if you would be so kind. He's a priest with an overly developed penchant for the flesh. But he most certainly does not deserve to be killed because he's been mistaken for a spy. Oh, now let's talk more about this young woman. I promise to see to her safety. I believe I have the solution the situation requires. There is an escort who is waiting for a delegation of diplomats who must return to Thélème, past the eastern gate out of the city. If you manage to bring the girl to them, the guards will protect her. And as soon as the diplomats join, she will be
We have no more. We need the financial backing of a nation or a wealthy patron to fund the journey back to Tiefredi. Could Thélème help us?
Regrettably, and I am truly sorry about this, I do not have the means to finance such an expedition.
Are the De Vesps the only family who could help us?
You could also go and see the Dorsays, especially since they are already established on Tiefredi. I don't know which would be easier to convince at the moment. One thing is certain. They will both ask for something in return. These people are merchants first and princes second. Don't forget that. And it is highly likely that their ministers will refuse to see you without a letter of recommendation from an important person.
Someone like you?
Yes, for example. But I hope you understand that I cannot give you a letter of recommendation unless I can fully trust you.
We shall leave, Your Excellency.
May the Enlightened watch over you, my children.